Hi, I'm Ryan Moody. Today I'm going to talk about fishing knots, and I'm going to show you an old favourite of mine I use for live baiting that's going to save you money, look after the environment and ensure that trophy fish don't get away. Catching a trophy fish, for some anglers, only comes around once in a lifetime, and you don't want to mess it up. People often ask me how I catch big fish so consistently, and one of those main reasons is preparation. As soon as any of my spools get down to about 2/3, I make sure I top them up using what's known as a top shot. You don't want to lose that fish your dreams because you're only running half your spool capacity. But I don't replace all the line and throw perfectly good line away. It's no good for the environment and it's no good for your wallet. What I do is top up the spool with a top shot and join the lines together with a double blood knot. Now, there are a number of knots out there to do this, but this is the one I use. It's easy to tie, it runs through your guides and it's strong enough to hold even when it leaves a spool with a massive fish taking big amounts of line. Now, you may recall I said this knot was for live baiting. That's because I always use mono for live baiting and leave my braided lines for lure fishing. Plastics, jigs, hard bodies, vibes, stick baits, all braid. Why? Because mono has more give, which suits live baiting techniques, whereas braid can be a little bit too direct. But braid is great for luring and you can feel a fish fart next to your lure, it's so sensitive. Being a charter boat operator for 30 years, I've seen what some people get around with, and I get palpitations when I see them get on board with half a spool of line, and I gently try to encourage them to try and use my gear instead. Even if you're not targeting big fish, you never know what could grab your line. What happens when you're fishing for brim with a 1/0 and a dirty big barra comes along and snatches your prawn? If you don't have enough line, you'll get spilled before the fish starts to tire. This is especially relevant for land-based anglers that cannot chase the fish with a boat. Righto, let's have a look at how to tie this knot. Now first up, we grab your two lines, one from your rod and the one from your spool you're going to top it up with. First up, what I do, I get 6 inches of tag on either end. Now I know some of you guys might differ with the size of 6 inches, but anyway, thereabouts. Now, first up, we cross them over, right hand line behind the left, and pinch down with your thumb. Then this line here comes over the top, like so, and I leave my index finger in the middle to keep that hole open. That's going to be the hole that you put your tags through. So then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and now that line there comes around the back and goes through this hole, like so, and then I pinch down, grab it again, and use my other index finger to keep that hole open. And then this right hand line tag goes right around here 4 times as well, and then it comes through the front part of the knot, whereas the other one came through the rear. Then when you push it right through, grab opposing tags with opposite hands and start to pull the knot tight. And before you pull it really tight, give it a wet and then pull him up really, really tight, very, very tight. And you can see how those tags are 90 degrees coming out from the knot. They're not facing forward or back, so they don't catch as much on the guides. And all we do is trim them off nice and close. About 1/2 millimetre hanging out either side, and it travels through your guides real easy. It's super strong, it's very efficient and very easy to tie. So there you have it, a double blood knot for joining same diameter mono to mono to ensure you've got a full spool when live baiting without breaking the bank. There are several knots that can do this job, but I like this one as it's quick, easy and the tags run streamlined through the guides. I've caught over 2,000 hard-fighting metre plus barramundi for clients, and I've had this knot leave the reel plenty of times without failing. Just remember, once you get down to the top shot knot, back your drag off a little. So, if you like this little tip and you'd like to see more, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and if you only want some special tips I send out via email only, head on over to our website www.ryanmoodyfishing.com and sign up for free email updates. Get into the great outdoors, keep fishing smarter, and we'll see you next time.